If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised you have rights to justice and due process under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial and a prompt and final conclusion of the case, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing your loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Apache County Attorney's Office. I'm going to call Miss Woods. This is CR 2025-178. Miss Woods is present in custody with counsel, Mr. Lee. I see on the Zoom call, Miss Collins, counsel, special prosecutor for the state. Mr. Friedley is present here in the courtroom. Ms. Gattuso, are you appearing in this matter?
Yes, good morning. I'm covering for Colleen Clace as the victim representative.
Thank you. Ms. Gattuso, on behalf of Colleen Clace, on behalf of victims, is present by our Zoom call as well. I believe that there may be victims or victim representatives present. Also, we are set today for a case management conference. There are a couple of issues that I need to address, but I will first turn to Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee, as far as this case, what do we need to address for our case management today?
Nothing other than we filed a request for production of a transcript of the preliminary hearing we did that last week, and as soon as we can get that, we plan other action. But right now, we're going to ask the court to reset this one.
All right. And I was able to speak with staff. I was able to speak with staff regarding that issue, and I know that we're starting the process of getting that transcript together.
Okay.
That'll, of course, be shared with all of the parties, as well as specifically Mr. Lee's office, who has requested that. I'll try to remember to address that this afternoon in Mr. Baptiste's matter as well. Miss Collins, I have a few issues to address. Would you like me to address those before you address the court?
I think that will be helpful, Judge. Yes.
I believe the parties were made aware, but I know it's not specifically in Ms. Wood's case. There was a motion to withdraw orally made by Mr. Brewer in Mr. Baptiste's case. I believe I've let all of the parties know that motion is currently denied. There is the pending motion for joinder. I have reviewed the motion, the response that was joined by Mr. Lee on behalf of his client. I am ordering, after reviewing those, consolidating these cases, Ms. Wood's case and Mr. Baptiste's case. That is pursuant to Rule 13.3 and in the interests of justice. I've just started the discussions with the clerk's office as to how that will be. I've been informed that they will be providing us with a new case number. We'll probably have listed the defendants as 001 and 002 or something along those lines. We will be preparing my office a written order addressing kind of the housekeeping details regarding that consolidation. With that, hearings, case management, especially in the future, as long as that continues to be the order of the court, will probably need to be set. Will need to be set, of course, on a joint time that works. I haven't spoken to Mr. Brewer at all, of course, about this yet. My thoughts would be either that on our Monday law and motion calendar, perhaps we would designate an 11 or 11:30 period in the morning, or perhaps a 1 or 1:30 period in the afternoon, which would be before our usual cases would go on. I know each of those may be a little bit of a inconvenience for defense counsel, but overall, I think that would be more efficient. Mr. Lee, as far as timing of consolidated hearings, and we will send out an order so we don't have to decide right now. Do you have a preference if we put those at the end of your regular law and motion
That
calendar,
would be my request, Judge.
like an
In the
11 or
morning,
11:30?
yes. Yes, sir.
All right. And I don't know, Mr. Brewer may request for the early afternoon before his, but we'll address that as it goes. Ms. Collins, regarding timing of consolidated hearings, would one of those times work for you?
I think probably the 11:30 will be the easiest for myself or Mr. Roach to attend, sort of with how hearings occur here on Monday, and then double checking with Conrad. But I mean, we'll make either work, but I think I would lend towards the 11:30.
All right, thank you. Appreciate that. And Ms. Gattuso, would you like to address the court regarding those timings that I've discussed there?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, thank you. Ms. Collins, then I will turn to you. Any other issues we need to address for today, other than, of course, a new date? And we'll be following up with a case number that I don't have right now to provide to the parties.
So no, Your Honor, in terms of what this court at its discretion wants to look at as we move forward, we have stated it on the record prior to today. I know I made a statement at the preliminary hearing. The state does not intend to offer a plea in this case. And so whether we want to maybe set this out where we have the consolidated hearing and then working with both defense attorneys at the same time to set a trial date. I think unless there's anything else from the court's perspective, we would be setting it quite a bit out, looking at, into probably fall of next year. In terms of disclosure, we've got pretty much everything out other than we are waiting on the autopsy report, which was testified to at the preliminary hearing. We are waiting on DCS records. Those usually take a few months. And phone downloads, which have been done but are quite sizable. Those need to get to defense. Other than that, Judge, the state is ready to set a trial date when the court is ready for us to do so.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate that addressing. I was looking ahead regarding trial settings. Because of the consolidation issues, I agree it probably will be most efficient and beneficial to address that when all of the parties are before the court at one time. Of course, the usual time limits for in-custody defendants of 150 days. I believe that under Rule 8.2A3, that because of the charges against Ms. Woods and Mr. Baptiste, that this would be a complex case before the court. And so I think we would have the extended 270 days, generally without any time being waived regarding setting trial dates. Court administration has begun to look forward to our calendar to try to identify time periods that might be possible. I know it's very early on in the case, and I will guess at this point that the state has more information regarding this, but I will ask Mr. Lee if he has any position. Is there any guesstimate thought what the request would be as to how much time, court time, probably 4 days a week for trial, that the state would be requesting for that to be set? Ms. Collins, any idea how long you believe the trial would be?
We believe probably 6 weeks to present from the state. As this court may be aware, we did provide an initial witness list just so we could start to ballpark that. I think probably an 8-week full window was sort of what we spoke about in a preliminary sense. I think approximately 6 weeks for the state's case in chief.
All right, thank you. And Mr. Lee, do you have any, at this point, any information regarding that? Any thoughts?
Other than shock and surprise, no.
All right. All right. Again, we'll be following up on Mr. Lee's request regarding the transcript for the preliminary hearing. We'll be following up with a order to all the parties regarding the consolidation, a new case number. I will also be setting the date in that order after I have a chance this afternoon to speak with Mr. Brewer regarding those issues. But I have the position of Mr. Lee and Miss Collins for the state regarding timing. Likely, we would be able to hopefully go with that 11 or 11:30 time on a regular law and motion calendar day to address the matter. Mr. Lee, anything additional you need to address today? I will be following up as hopefully shortly today or tomorrow with that order regarding our next date.
No, thank you.
Ms. Collins, anything additional?
Nothing else, Your Honor.
Mr. Friedley, anything you need to address?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
And Ms. Gattuso, anything you need to address for
No,
victims?
thank you.
All right, thank you all very much. We'll be adjourned in this matter. I know Mr. Lee was delayed, so we called this case. So I'll step off of the bench and give him some time to get ready, and we'll go forward on the other matters this morning.